Alright guys, I just got off work, but let me show you what came in. So this is our OBD2 scan tool we're using for Bimmercode and Bimmerlink. Basically, this is what we need so we can start coding. I got it off of Amazon for like 30 bucks. So I'm gonna be the guinea pig, test it out and see how it works. It should work fine. It had 19,000 reviews and like 4.8 stars, so a review said it was pretty good too. So we shall see. What's your name, Koji? Approval? That's a yes. All right, what's going on, everybody? We're back. It's the next day. Again, I'm just off work, so I'm probably all sweaty and everything. But let me show you this. This is what it looks like. This OBD. It's gonna plug right into. I don't know if I can see it right there. That's gonna plug into there, and then this is what I'm gonna be coding. I went ahead and made a list last night of everything that I want to do, and go into expert mode and all that, and I'll explain it after I do everything and show you. All right, I'm sweating so much because the AC wasn't on, but let me show you what I did. So the VPeak BLE, it works as it should, except for the fact that this one wouldn't let me go into the body domain controller. So I think maybe you have to get the BLE Plus or whatever, but the BLE by itself let me do everything except for this one. So I'm gonna have to see if I could borrow a friend, or I'm gonna have to buy another one that will let me do this part. So for now, what I did was went to active sound down and turn that off. And what that is the fake sound. Engine control unit, auto stop, and turn that off, because basically, like, you normally have to press this button all the time, and instead of doing that, like, it'll just remember. So that's always gonna be off every time you start your car. The warning chime, instead of the BMW one, I changed it to the Rolls Royce one. I went to head unit and went to 305 dim variant and changed it to old. So what that means is basically this one, your unit is the older one, which is brighter than the newer version because it's pretty low. And that was a pretty thing I noticed, like, really fast, was that the old one would get very, very dim very fast. So went in and made that brighter. And then I didn't do this one because this is connected to this part. This is you activate this for the sport expert, and then you go into here. So until I can get an OBD2 scan tool that will let me go into body domain controller, I just did this part for now, and I'll update you guys when I'm able to do the full thing. But other than that, it went good. Bimmercode works as it should, disconnected as it should. Maybe I just needed the BLE Plus one, and I just got the regular one thinking to do the same thing. But yeah. Also, some things to remember is I unpaired my phone because I didn't want to it to connect. People say it might connect to the car and then mess the whole thing up, so I did that. And then another guy said to plug the seatbelt in so it doesn't go into sleep mode, which I currently have plugged in. So other than that, if you guys want to do the same things that I'm doing, you can. To explain driving mode, basically when you turn on the car, it'll automatically be in sport. And then for this one, it'll pulsate, I believe, at 5. That's what he said. The mirror tilt value, goodness, I can't talk. So if I go here and I put it into reverse, it goes down. Maybe it doesn't look bad on camera, but in person, like, it just looks straight at the floor and I really can't see anything. So I normally just turn it off. But you can adjust that actually with Bimmercode and change it into 30%, so that way it's not just pointing straight at the floor. And then what this does is basically it makes a more aggressive sport mode for the transmission and engine. And then this last one right here in body domain controller is basically so the taillights are always on, even when we're just driving regular, like during the daytime. You can keep it on auto or whatever, and the taillights will always be on. So it's just a cool little feature, I thought, because I think the taillights look sick on this car. But yeah, this is what I wanted to code, and if you guys want the same thing, here it is. Take a screenshot, do what you need to do. But overall, everything else is pretty smooth. What's going on, everybody? Is a couple days later, I went ahead and returned the other one, and thank goodness it was Prime Day, so I was able to get this one for a pretty good deal. That's what it looks like in the box. And here is the piece. Let me grab it. if I can get it. All right, this is what she looks like. So then we're gonna plug it into the OBD2 port, and this time we're going to be connecting into the body domain controller so we can do all of this, and then also go back to the head unit so we can enable this. So once that's all done, I'll show you guys. All right, so good news, it worked exactly how it should. So driving mode always starts in sport now. This is brake display force, it was already set there. Mirror tilt 30%, so that way it's not always aimed at the floor when you go in reverse. Expert mode, look feature 4, basically that makes the rear brake light always on, or like the, you know, when you go into nighttime, like when it's automatically at nighttime, it'll come on. So basically it's like that all the time. So basically I made it into a DRL, if that makes sense. And then we went into expert mode as well and turned on sport expert. And then this is a 2-part code, so you got to go back into the head unit and turn it active. And if we go, let's see if we could do that now. Let's go to menu, my vehicle. Let's go to, I gotta find it. No, I think it's vehicle settings. Configure sport individual. Go to engine, sport plus, that's new. Transmission, sport plus, because that's also new. And then steering is normal. All right, so it's basically these two, and what it's supposed to do is make it a little bit more aggressive. So I'll test it out and update you guys on that. But let's go ahead and see the parking light real quick, so if I can turn the car on. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put it in reverse. There you go, that's way better. Okay, put it back in park, and now as you can see it's in auto and it is daytime. The lights, you can't really see it, but they are on. All right, was very successful. Let me go ahead and show you guys again. This is the one I got, and these are everything I decided to code if you guys want to do it yourself. What's going on, everybody? On the way back from work, I was able to test out the new Sport Plus option that we coded in, and it definitely makes a big difference. So I was able to see that the throttle is way more like responsive, and the transmission was more aggressive, you could say. So if you don't have that, coded in, I would definitely code that in. And if your car is tuned, you probably won't notice a difference, but if it's like stock, definitely recommended it. And I also got it tinted, and it looks so much better tinted. It should have came factory tinted, but I'll show you how that looks in a little bit. All right, guys, so right now I just want to show you everything that I did in Bimmercode. We're going to be using the demo mode for right now, so it's not going to be the exact same. Everything is going to be how it is on the paper that I have, or if you're following along. So let's hop into the demo. So for this one, we're going to find the active sound design. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that, and we're going to click that and make it deactivated. And then you go ahead and hit code, but since it's the demo version, it's not going to let you do it. So we're going to go back, discard changes for now. And then we're going to go into front electronic module, which is technically going to be like the body domain controller for now. So now we're going to be looking for there's no driving mode, so we're going to have to do the next one, which is going to be auto stop function. Turn that off. Goodness, I can't talk. And then we're gonna go ahead and go to brake force display activation speed and turn that to 5 kilometers. Let me see what else I have. Okay, mirrors. We're gonna go into mirrors now, and we want to go to the tilt value and turn it to 30%, so it's not pointing straight at the floor.
And then now we're gonna go into expert mode. Technically, you're just gonna follow everything I did, but it's not gonna have that on the demo version. So just make sure to refer to the paper that I had written out for that. Make sure to code it first. I know I didn't do it here, but you would technically code it and then go back. Okay, on to the next part. I'm gonna go to head unit. We're gonna go ahead into the warning chime. And we're gonna change it to whatever you want, but I chose Rolls Royce. And then you can see with the half of ringtones, I just left it normal on my car, but it's up to you. And then I know it says driving mode there, but that's not the correct one. We're gonna go into expert mode, and remember, you're gonna be looking for the ones I have on the paper. It's not gonna have it on the demo version, so I can't show you, but refer to the paper. And then make sure to code everything, and then go back. And then there's not much I can do on the demo to really show you guys, but that's pretty much everything. That's how it goes. It's gonna be super simple once you see and connect it how I have it. It's literally gonna have everything by the name that I have on the paper. I know I sound like a broken record, but that's how it works. All right, good luck.